"20-year-old Ryan Shtuka was last seen leaving a party in the Burfield Drive area at Sun Peaks Resort early.
Ryan Shtuka, the 20-year-old Beaumont man, has been missing since February of this year.
This weekend marks 1 year since a young local man went missing in the mountain resort of Sun Peaks, which is...
It has been 7 months since a 20-year-old man living at Sun Peaks Resort vanished.
When the call came in, our officers immediately deployed to Sun Peaks, and at that time they called in our police dog service to help them with the search. That night, over 20 centimeters of snow fell, so searching during the night was difficult, and not a lot was done besides the immediate area of Burfield Drive. But then the next day, Kamloops Search and Rescue was called out, and a more extensive search was conducted. Over the year, we've had involved in the search. The RCMP helicopter has logged over 40 hours looking for Ryan, as well as our police dog service has done over 60 hours looking for it, as well as the RCMP cadaver dog has come up to look. We've had our dive team check a local stream for him as well, the RCMP dive team, and then Kamloops Search and Rescue has done numerous searches. Every tip has been investigated, every theory has been investigated, and every supposition has been investigated. And nothing has given us evidence to indicate where Ryan is.
He was one of the first guys I met, so we just naturally became friends in class, and yeah, it was easy to become friends with him because he's just so nice, and so he didn't care if I didn't have any friends yet. Like, he was just one of those guys that was always, just always nice. Didn't matter who you were. For me, like, I was a nobody back then. Like, I didn't know anybody, and he just became my friend like that. Sometimes I just expect him to come back and say it was all a joke and laugh about it. There's just a weird cloud, I guess. Come back, tell me what happened. Let's talk about it. Like sometimes I still think, yeah, that he's just going to come back and it's just going to be a joke. And honestly, I think if I could say anything to him right now, it's just can't wait for you to tell me all about it.
Finding Ryan out in those elements alive would have been miraculous at best. And so then I bargained again. Please, if we can find him, let us find him so that I can do what a mother should be able to do, is to look at my son one last time before I let him go and say to him, I love you. I'm so very proud of you. And you've had this amazing impact on me, your father, your two sisters, and so many other people around us. And even that's lost to us now. Every morning I think about Ryan as soon as I wake up. And he's the very last thing I think about before I go to bed at night. But it's the in-between time that is the worst. It is the remembering that brings me the greatest torment and the most heartbreak.
Just want something to be done. I want something to be solved. I want to believe that there is something out there that will find the missing piece that we seem to be missing and put it into place and bring Ryan home. We promised Ryan that we wouldn't be gone late because he wanted to still get home and pack before leaving first thing in the morning. And I just remember when I went up to bed, I said, okay, well, just remember, before you leave tomorrow, you come upstairs and give me a hug and kiss before you go. And he was like, yeah. And he did. He came up, and he gave both Scott and I hugs, and he gave me a kiss, and you could tell he was excited to be getting on his way. His car was completely packed, and he was excited for this adventure. And I think now, I was tired, woken up, and he was anxious to go, and I sometimes regret that I didn't spend more time. I mean, you never know it's going to be the last time you see somebody, but I think that I really wish that I held on to that memory a whole lot more and kept it in the forefront of my mind. Tough because of all the things that you could have told me that would have happened to my 20-year-old son. The fact that he would go missing never would have dawned on me. If you'd asked me that about a 10-year-old child, I probably would have been a little bit different. But I thought I was past that. I felt like whatever fears that you have as a parent of your children walking home alone or leaving a friend's house, any of those things, I think that I just never would have imagined that I would still be here. So it was a lot of shock in the first little bit, and then understanding. Like, I look back on some of these memories a year ago, and we were so raw because I think we just never thought we would be still doing this. I thought it was going to be over in a week. I thought it was going to be over in another week, and then in a month. And it wasn't until probably a month or so that you settle into this pattern going, we're in here for the long haul. We don't know if or when this is ever going to come to a conclusion.
A file is never closed unless we have a natural conclusion of we know what happened to Ryan.